Welcome to Sisters Not Saints, the podcast where we offer real-life advice from the sisters you've always wanted.
Featuring two real-life sisters, Kristen and Megan, and two real-life sisters-in-law, Hillary and Zoe.
Sisters not saints. You might think they're saints, but some of them are sisters. Two of them have misters, but there's one thing that's for certain, it's their sisters not saints.
Hello, this is Hillary.
This is Megan. This is Kristen.
I'm Zoe.
Hi, Zoe. Hi, Zoe.
Why does Zoe get a hello?
I don't know.
Because she went last.
Oh, man. So, guys, I heard something funny this week that I wanted to discuss with y'all. And it kind of goes in with something that we have talked about a lot, pineapples and upside down pineapples.
Yeah.
You know, as we all enjoy an upside down pineapple from time to time.
Well, wait, no, we don't enjoy them. Like, we're not upside-down pineapplers. We just enjoy talking about them.
We enjoy the gossip of
yeah,
them.
exactly.
Or are we upside down pineapplers?
No.
Okay, well, has anybody heard of the Villages in Florida?
Oh, of course.
Yes, I have.
Do you know about... Did you watch the documentary about it?
No,
I
I think I've
wish.
just heard people talking about that documentary.
You should watch it. It was really good.
What's it on?
That feels like a pop quiz I'm not ready for. I'm gonna
I'll Google it.
maybe Hulu. I don't know.
Okay.
What's it? It's just called
It
The
does
Villages?
sound like something I would
It's
watch.
called like a place near heaven or something, a place next to heaven, something.
wow.
But we pass it all the time on the way to Disney, and I always want to stop in just because after watching that documentary, it was really eye-opening what those old people are up to. And I kind of hope that one of our parents ends up there.
What are those oldies up to?
Then we can interview them.
Yes. So they're up to some very scandalous acts.
Well, I know that like disease runs rampant in this community.
And that they're all like
Hooking up with
sex
each other.
swingers,
Yeah,
yes.
I've heard about this.
So, you know that they all have, they drive golf carts around. Like it's a whole big golf cart community.
Sounds like another neighborhood near us.
Exactly. And they all put different colored loofahs on their golf carts. And that the color loofah is what they're willing to do.
Wait, what?
Yes.
Sexually.
Yes.
With each
Oh,
other?
my.
With, I think, anybody.
It's like open for business, and here's what my
Yeah.
menu. This is the menu.
And it kind of reminded me of, remember when we were in probably like middle school, people would wear those bracelets and it was like you had the different colors.
What would Jesus do?
No. That must have, no. This was,
Megan went to a dirtier school, I guess.
Megan
Megan was homeschooled. What were you and mom advertising to each other?
no, y'all didn't know.
You
Y'all
started
didn't,
homeschooling in 4th grade.
no, y'all didn't know about those? The bracelets with the different colors?
That's Jagger's generation, I
Yes,
think.
that's what I meant. Okay, yes. Jagger's generation.
No, it was WWJD for all.
That's right. Okay, it was Jaggers. All the middle schoolers would wear like these little thin rubber bracelets, and what color was what you were willing to do with guys.
What?
So watch out.
That's so weird.
It was scandalous.
It was.
They got kicked out of school.
Yeah.
Like they had to remove their bracelets.
They did.
I do think single people should walk around with like a
A scarlet letter.
like a like a pin.
Yeah, like
Like a brooch that says I'm single.
Isn't it sort of like the ringless finger?
No, because that doesn't necessarily mean you're open for business.
And fingers are hard to see sometimes.
True.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also a lot of people don't wear rings.
Yeah,
It's so like
True.
I
And people
often
that
don't wear my ring.
and people that wear rings often cheat. So
yeah, exactly. See, I do agree with
So
that.
we
they
need
could
a
have a
t-shirt
ring and
or-
a turquoise bracelet.
like a
Married,
brooch.
but open to
Like a
need a little
hat.
pin or
if someone
something.
could get me a hat that says I'm single and I'll wear it.
Christmas idea.
But are you single?
Somebody
And,
write it down.
Are you single and ready to mingle?
Yeah, but I don't if my hat says I'm single.
I think that's a clear sign.
Yeah.
That you're ready to mingle?
Yeah.
I feel like that would give the wrong impression. Like they would think, oh man, like what is she like? Why does she have to advertise herself?
I'll be starting a trend.
Okay. Let me,
And you'll put like the purple one, the
Well-
purple band around my
well,
hat.
maybe we should
What
just
does that
start,
one mean?
I don't know, but
Let's just start using the
out.
Village's loofah system.
oh, okay. Okay.
But
I'll
also-
tell you which loofah I
Yeah,
want.
yeah, because I think that
Do
it
you
could
have the
vary.
rating?
I have the rating.
Okay. All right. Let's
Okay,
go.
let's see
Before
what
you do
Zoe's
that,
loofah would be.
the documentary is called Some Kind of Heaven, and it's on Hulu.
I got most of those things right.
You did. You were great. Good job.
Okay, so the Village loofah system. If you decorate your golf cart with white loofahs, that means you're a novice or a beginner. So Zoe, is that you?
No, keep going. I want a little more color.
Okay. Purple is you're a voyeur and you like to watch.
Oh man.
Wow. That's good. That's wow.
I
When you say
haven't.
decorate, like they hang one loofah or they have like a banner of loofahs.
Let me find.
No, keep going.
Okay. I think it just varies. Like you can.
You could probably have more than one.
Yeah. Yeah. And I do have some pictures that we could post on our social media this week. Okay. So voyeur and like to watch. Pink is a soft swap. People who like to do it with others in the room.
Oh, wow. Weird.
A blue is the lowest level of a full swap. Those who can play well with others.
Wait, what is the lowest level of a full swap?
Maybe you're just like making out or fooling around with other people.
Interesting.
No, doesn't that just mean you're just swapping?
But no,
It
because
said
it's
lowest level.
No,
of a
Yeah.
full
no,
swap.
that because that is where that's our starting ground is that you are swapping partners with another couple.
But maybe there's certain things you don't do.
Well, so
Well,
okay,
let's see
what's
what's
a
next.
soft
What else?
swap? Okay, yeah, because remember pink was a soft swap.
That's your husband or wife is still in the room.
Yeah. So then the blue is lowest level of a full swap. Those who can play well with others. So I guess it's just
They're
like
swapping.
well, no, because
a low level swap.
Low
Yeah.
level swap.
No,
Okay, but see,
no,
maybe-
it's
okay.
gonna get into like
Let's see what
6
else.
couples, 10 couples,
Well, we'll see, Zoe.
yellow
butt stuff,
is
mouth stuff.
yellow is a mid-level swap for those who want to have fun but are still nervous.
Wait, we just went backwards.
No, the low level swap is they're like swapping makeout partners, and then
Or
now
maybe
a
that's
mid
not
swap
what swingers
is
are
their-
doing.
Or you know what? It
In
could
the retirement community, this
Yeah.
is what it's happening.
Or it could be those who play well with others. It could maybe not even be sexual. Maybe it's just like, hey, you take my husband out on a date.
You go
I'm
play
gonna
chess.
Yeah.
My husband.
We're gonna
No
go
one
to a
wants to
movie.
go on a date with anyone else's
But
husband.
maybe if they're not ready if they're on the low level of a swap.
Okay,
No.
let's hear the rest of them.
All right, black. A black loofah.
Okay.
That's a full swap.
a hard level.
Those who
High
say
level.
what the hell and let it all go down.
What?
Wow. Also, where would you buy a black loofah? I feel like that would be hard to find in the first place.
I was thinking that too, but probably like a men's store.
yeah.
What?
Amazon.
Oh. Yeah, no.
And then teal is bisexual for those that want to increase their dating chances.
Okay.
Wow.
So those are the colors. Zoe, where do you fall?
I'm honestly more confused than when you started this.
She's not sure.
I know. It's just very bizarre what they're out there doing.
I don't think that the loofah system is foolproof.
But I guess they know.
Works
You
for
can buy
them.
a black loofah for $1.19 at Walmart.
Oh, wow. Sounds like Zoe's going full swap. She's
I
going.
guess that's the one I picked.
Oh, so they say that even people like in Florida, they decorate their cars with them too. So like if you see loofahs on people's antennas,
How are there so many people out in the world who are loofing it up with each other
But
and we
also-
don't know anyone?
What?
because we're not in Florida.
I bet we do know people.
They just have a different system here.
Yeah, definitely.
But say you live in Florida and you're looking for loofah people, and so you pull up to Walmart and you're like, oh, they're a green loofah.
Yeah.
What do you?
You go up and talk to them. Hey,
Yeah.
how's it going?
But
Hey,
their
do you want
car's
to go get a
parked.
drink?
Or you just wait for them to get to their
Yeah.
car, and
That's
you
their
pounce.
version of the I'm single hat.
Yeah.
But it seems weirder being on like your car.
Well, no, because I
probably
think
not
you
in
want
it.
to let anybody know.
Yeah,
Because like
you
say
gotta
you're
meet-
out and you have a black loofah. You're ready for a full swap.
Right.
I think that you're open to that at any time, anywhere.
No.
Yeah, like
You would be
yeah.
weirded out if you came out to the parking lot and there's just someone
No.
waiting
No, because
at your
you
car.
put the loofah
Yeah,
there.
because you want that kind of
It
attention.
is a signal.
Yes,
So it's
yeah.
like you would
You're-
come home from the grocery store and you'd be like, "Hey, Peter, I found another black loofah. Let's go."
But it doesn't have to be right then. You can make plans for later.
Right? Yeah.
I guess you could leave like your number on their
Yeah.
car.
You're like, "Hey, I'm a black loofah too."
Right. Call me. Let's meet up on Friday.
Yeah.
Okay, but that neighborhood that's close to us that does the pineapples, we don't know a single person who actually has a pineapple on their door.
We don't really run in that circle though.
Yeah, we're not
of that
We don't really
neighborhood.
know people in that neighborhood.
No, I think we're a very different group from that
You
neighborhood.
don't know anyone who lives in that neighborhood?
I know 2 people who live in that neighborhood.
Yeah, and they don't know anyone who has a loofah on their door?
I've only been to one of their houses,
No pineapples.
and there was no pineapples.
No, I mean they don't know
I
anybody.
don't, it's not people I know well enough
To
to
ask.
ask.
I want to talk to them
Well, maybe we should like go for a walk in that neighborhood one day and just see.
and knock on the doors. What would
Yeah.
happen if I knocked on their door with my single hat?
You should do it. That would be great for the podcast.
I have a loofah in one hand,
Be like,
You
what?
my
won't do
single
it.
hat on the other.
All right, so we're gonna come up with a system for Zoe. Get her out and about. Get her vabbing. Get her loofahing.
No, we're going to come up with a system for all of Middle Tennessee to help Zoe. We're going to start the
Zoe-
trend.
Hey, let's just do like a game show.
Yeah, like where
we have to like vet
wants to date
contestants
Zoe?
to date Zoe.
Yeah.
I'd love it.
Or we can make a spin-off podcast. Zoe's Love Life.
Where we interview
Oh my
men.
God, that would be
And we like each episode is interviewing a guy, and then you guys go on a date and report back.
okay.
But how are you going to get these people
We'll
to
find.
apply?
You don't worry about that.
If you're interested in a hot
Mama.
young girl,
Well, I think we should be honest.
send us a
Which part of that?
hot old woman.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't classify you as a young girl. That sounds pedophilia.
Yeah,
True.
She's a.
hot young lady.
Is she a young lady? She is the youngest one in the room.
It's true.
She is the baby of the little podcast.
The little sister.
Am I really?
Yeah.
You're the baby.
Oh, because you just turned.
Which is
All
gonna
right,
make
I'm
you
ready.
turn. All right, that's wow.
Okay,
Stay tuned.
that's-
Send in your dating applications.
Actually, very exciting. to
If you've
think
got
about.
any brothers, anybody, just
hot,
send them
cool
our way.
men, send them to,
Send
to
us
us.
Hot young boys.
for our hot young girl. Send their dating resumes to sistersnotsaintspodcast@gmail.com. And please include at least 3 photographs. One must be shirtless.
No.
Zoe,
Oh
do you
my
want to tell the
gosh.
people what you're kind of looking for?
No, I'm open to anything.
Oh, wow.
I'm open to all
wow.
loofahs.
Oh, wow.
She's a black loofah. Okay.
Yeah, she's a black loofah. Okay. Well, I mean, stay tuned, guys. This is about to become a much better podcast.
Oh my gosh, this is exciting. All the possibilities we could.
This is going to be good.
Yeah.
And we're going to be following up on this, Zoe.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, let's do
Wow.
it. Oh wow, I'm so excited to advertise this.
Definitely. What are we going to call that podcast?
I don't know. We can talk about that later.
I like Who Wants to Date Zoe because it's kind of like a play on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. I see her backing out already.
No,
in her
I'm not
head.
backing out.
Okay, good. Okay.
We'll have to think about a name. I think we can come up with a good one.
Definitely.
Oh, this is so exciting. Okay. Speaking of old people and their weird ways, I was on the internet this week and I read this story about an old man who was sentenced, this was a long time ago, sentenced to starvation in a prison.
That can be a sentence?
A while ago, yeah. I guess
Okay.
like not recent. This is like historic.
I see.
I just came across it and it was like this man was sentenced to die by starvation in jail in Rome. And he was not allowed visitors except for one. So his daughter would come to the prison and visit him every day with her newborn. And she was secretly breastfeeding him to keep him alive. So he ended up living far past what they thought like his sentence would be. They thought he'd be there for like 2 weeks or whatever. 2 weeks come and go. He's still alive. They're like, what the hell is happening? How are you still alive? Turns out they find that this daughter is breastfeeding him, and they're so moved by her act of charity that she loves a parent so much that she breastfed him to keep him alive that they released him. And then I did some more digging on this, and it's actually like a really well-known phenomenon that I never read about in any history book, but it's called the act of Roman charity. And in Europe, if you go to various cities in Europe, you'll see churches, you'll see cathedrals and monuments that have like a grown man basically like suckling at like a daughter's breast.
Say the word suckle.
It's true. It's in the capital cities of like,
But why?
Brussels, and it's in Spain.
Because
And
now they're like a saint suckler.
it's exactly. It was one of the first saints. Like
The
they,
suckling saint.
yeah. So if you end up looking into it, it was like a well-known thing that people did back in the day.
Like multiple people did this?
Yes,
But,
so
like,
it even goes
for-
back to like Greek mythology, where there was a story with Juno and whoever the Greek
But why were they
Guy is-
doing it?
to keep them alive in prison because it was the only way to keep them alive, and it happened more than once. But then I started thinking, okay, let me imagine myself. My dad is sentenced to starvation in a prison.
Or just anything. Your dad is
In prison, yeah.
anywhere. You're stuck on an island together.
Right.
Yeah, our plane crashes.
Yeah.
We don't have food. He's stuck under a chair, but I'm nursing. Would I allow my dad? Sorry, because I'm sure he's listening.
My dad doesn't listen, so I can answer.
Okay.
Would I allow my dad, I don't like that this is so personal, to nurse to keep him alive?
And would you?
I don't know. What would you guys do?
No.
You wouldn't?
No.
You'd let your dad die?
Really think about it.
I mean, I guess you'd never know until you're in the situation. There's so many things in life where you're like, I would never do that. And then it happens to you and you do it. but I can't imagine doing that. I can't imagine either one of us being willing to do that.
I don't think I would have ever thought of it. Would you even have thought about that to keep an adult alive? Oh, I can do this.
I mean, I guess if
Look what I can do.
Probably if you're starving, but I mean, the island situation doesn't work because if you're both starving, that doesn't help anybody.
If he's trapped and
But,
you're
like,
not, though, and you can't kill anything.
If it's in a situation where he is starving,
He's in a cave. He's stuck upside down in a cave.
but
Why
he
is he
can get
upside
to your
down?
boob.
Yeah, maybe he
Yes.
got like caught in a bear trap or something, and he can't move.
And there's no food, and you're fine. Somehow you can get food, but you can't bring it to him.
Somehow I can get my boob to him, but I
Yeah.
can't slide him
Right.
a piece of fruit.
I
Yes.
guess the only example is prison.
Yeah.
Yeah, or you're both stuck. Like maybe you're on a plane, you both crashed, you're both stuck under your seats, but like you can like give him a little.
But eventually you would be starving
Yeah,
too.
you wouldn't be able, especially you're breastfeeding, you would starve faster.
All right,
Yeah.
prison is the only example.
Okay, your dad's in
Okay,
prison.
I just don't.
Well, what did my dad
think-
do to be in prison?
Yeah,
Nothing.
that's true.
It was in this example, it was theft. Like he was stealing food.
He was hungry and he stole an
Yeah.
apple.
That's a
and-
pretty rude punishment for someone who's stealing because they're hungry.
People were not always nice in history, guys. That's why we should teach it.
Yeah, but Zoe, I guess your answer's yes.
You know
I
Zoe's
mean,
answer is yes.
I don't want to think about it.
But you would do it.
Well, I can't say I wouldn't do it. Save somebody a really easy way. I don't want to think about it
I
because
don't
I'm
think that
already
would be
picturing
really
it. and I
easy.
don't like it. I don't like it.
It wouldn't be easy.
Do you feel like your dad would be okay with it? Because I feel like
Oh, I don't know. I don't want to talk about it.
because I feel like even if Kristen or I were willing to, our dad would
No,
be
your
like
dad would
decency to
never.
just
I think he would back out.
I'd
our
rather
dad
die.
would just die.
Your dad would never.
Yeah, I think he would have the decency to go out like a man.
Yeah. Yeah. I
A
don't,
little baby.
yeah. I don't think that he would.
Should I call? Should we call your dad and ask?
Okay.
Yeah, let's call.
right.
I would call mine, but he's busy.
I don't want to call my dad and ask this question.
I don't want to ask my dad this question. He's going to think we're such freaks.
Oh, too late. He's going to hear it. So
If they
let's ask
listen,
him.
they know.
Can I ask him? Because you won't ask the right way.
Yeah.
It'll be too awkward if you ask.
Hey, Dad.
Yep.
What's up?
Not much. Watching TV.
Okay. We're recording our podcast right now,
Oh yeah. Good.
and you're on it.
Okay.
Okay. Zoe wants to ask you a question. Is that okay?
I couldn't stop her if I wanted to.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna pass the phone to her.
This is your chance to hang up, Billy.
Make sure you put it by the mic.
This is going to be a really awkward question, but hold it. We need your honest.
Been, Zoe.
Wait, what did you say?
They always have been.
Oh, okay. You are in prison,
Okay.
and your punishment is starvation. Kristen and Megan are allowed to come visit you, but they can't bring you anything other than they can just come in themselves.
Okay.
They can breastfeed you, though.
Pass.
Otherwise, you're dying.
Right. It's the only thing that would
it's
save
death.
you.
Just how it's going to have to be.
Okay. Dying before breastfeeding your daughters.
Absolutely. Yeah.
All right, thanks. Just we wanted to double check.
Yeah. I think you already knew the answer.
That's what we said. We said you would just.
I
choose
said
death.
I said you had the decency to go out like a man.
Yes. No problem.
Okay.
All right, thank
All
you.
right. Thank you.
All right.
Bye. So confirmed.
Okay.
Hillary, do we call your dad now?
No, I don't want to ask
All
my
right.
dad that question.
Zoe will. Zoe will do it.
He wouldn't even be able to hear us. It's fine.
Yeah.
We have to, and I wish your dad was available.
I wouldn't want to ask him.
Hillary would ask him. Can you text him,
I don't
Hillary?
want to ask Mark either. I don't want to ask anybody's dad.
Let me text Pete. Oh, is Peter's not with them? No.
Yeah, no, he's not. Okay. Well, we only have one dad for this study.
We don't have any other dads we could call
So,
in?
you know,
I think one's good.
Yeah, that was a good test.
so I would offer.
Study.
Okay, but what would you do to would you nurse your husband?
Oh, yeah, I think so. I would be way more comfortable doing that.
I agree.
Would you nurse me?
What? Yeah, what about us? You'd let us starve?
Wait,
You
well,
wouldn't nurse
Wait,
me?
Kristen, would you nurse me?
What? Hillary, I'm so offended.
Would you want to?
I would
If
just
I-
have a
yeah, if I
regular
were
day.
starving-
I'm hungry constantly.
Well, again, I'm sure being in the situation, I would do anything, but it's hard to answer when you're not, and
I'm gonna
you're
be-
eating a bag of candy right now, not starving.
I'm going to be honest. I've seen Zoe pretty ravenous.
Yeah.
I don't even think she'd have to be in jail. I think it
No.
could just be like a long car ride. She'd be like, Hillary.
Yeah.
Top me off.
She wants a bottle. The baby needs her bottle.
I can't believe you're saying no to me.
I know. I'm offended too.
to be fair, I didn't say no. I just
You
said
hesitated and said,
I think that's
I'd have to be in that situation to find out.
Okay, Zoe, if I
That's-
offered you some, would you take it?
Yes.
Okay. 'Cause
I'm
I would
telling y'all, I
offer.
think Zoe would do it.
I'll do anything for
yeah.
food.
Right. I think she would.
I feel like I'd offer it to anyone in this room if they really needed it.
You know what? And here's an interesting thing that I don't know if any of us have considered. Can we not pump it into a bottle?
Well, I guess we could
Like a
hand
glass?
express it, but
Yeah.
It's squirted across the room and I have to be with my mouth open. Like I
you have to like find a little coconut bowl or something
I
and
think
hollow
you're
it
in
out.
prison. There's no coconut bowls.
Well, what is
Right.
what is he? Well, do you think they're not giving him water?
No. They're starving him.
Yeah. It was
Well,
starvation.
maybe if he
There's
like
nothing.
laid on his back and closed his eyes, and yeah, she just squirts.
Okay.
That seems better.
Maybe we should have asked that to your dad.
Also, another thing that's weird about this is the painting of this scenario just sold, and it was the highest grossing painting that ever sold.
What?
I
There's
know.
a painting for
There's
it?
several, but there's one that's really well known, and it just sold for like millions and millions of dollars.
so weird. I feel like how have I not seen this
Yeah, how have
before?
we not-
They
heard
don't
about
teach
this.
Roman charity in public schools.
I mean,
So-
I think
Yeah, but
for
we
good
were in-
reason.
Rome and went to we learned about all the saints.
it's probably just so commonplace there that they're like everybody knows about this.
I probably saw it and like in my mind changed it to like a child.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
surely that's meant to be a
Right?
child.
Yeah,
Really
it's just like
old
an
baby.
extended breastfeeding family. Guys, we have a question from one of our listeners who's scared to be a single mom. She says that she's 25 years old and expecting her first child in March, and she'll be doing this alone. She makes a good income, but long story short, her ex backed out on the baby plans because we're young and he can't, commit. So she said that he changed his mind. He'll pay child support, but wants to sign away his rights and wants nothing to do with the baby. How
Well-
can I get past this?
If he signs away his rights, then he doesn't have to pay child support.
I guess he is agreeing to, though. I guess maybe they have their own.
Okay.
She goes on to explain that she is very financially capable of caring for the child, so it's not financial concerns. It's really just coming to terms with the fact that they had planned to do it together, and now he's backing out because he feels too young. And so she feels like she's going to be a single mom. What can she do? She wants the baby, obviously. She's excited about the baby, but
Did they plan the baby?
yes, she said the baby was planned, and now he's backed out at 6 months into the pregnancy.
What's their status?
They're just dating.
They're just okay, but I'm assuming they're breaking up.
I guess so, yeah, because he wants to be done with the baby.
They're gonna stay together. And he's just gonna go.
Don't show me.
But okay, don't let the baby come around.
Yeah,
The baby has to.
That's a good point. She didn't specifically call that out, but I guess this would mean that it would be, and it would be a deal breaker
Yeah.
for me. Yeah.
I mean, I think that good riddance, because if you guys were dating and you planned this baby and then he's like, no, never mind, I don't want to do this, peace out, then it's just a matter of time before he does this when he is in the child's life and it just affects the child.
yeah. I mean, I think if he's wanting to be done, I mean, I guess from what I hear from other people, it is so hard to terminate parental rights that if he does not want to be involved, in my opinion, and I'm uneducated on this, I guess I don't have firsthand experience, but I would think it's better that he's not involved and then backing out after the
Right.
kid gets to know him.
That's what I'm saying. This is just, if he's feeling this way now, it's only a matter of time before the child is 6 months, a year, 4 years, 8 years.
I think it's the opposite. I think he's
Really?
panicking right now, and when the baby comes
Yeah, that could
out,
be
he's
too.
going to come around, and she should not make any decisions until she has the baby.
Yeah, I could
But
argue
still,
that
that's a
point, too.
huge red flag if you're 6 months pregnant and the person you're with is like, I don't want any part of it.
Too
Yeah,
young.
25-year-old boys are stupid.
No, but that's that's really bad to do to somebody.
'Cause she's
especially
feeling-
if it's someone
yeah.
you supposedly love and plan to have a baby with.
Right.
Like that's and being pregnant is super hard and emotional and hormonal. And so if you're doing that to a pregnant person you're in love with, that's not a
She'd
good
have
thing.
to even give birth to this baby alone.
Well, and if you agreed to this beforehand, and then now you're just peace out, she doesn't have the ability to just be like, okay, well, now I'm ready to be done. She's kind of in it.
Right. She can't back out.
yeah.
So I think good riddance.
I mean, I don't think good riddance. I think obviously it would be nice if he were involved, but I think every family looks different. So I wouldn't, it's going to be hard being a single parent, but I think you have to make your own family, whatever that looks like for the baby, as long as they have people in their lives that care about them. It doesn't matter who they are. It could be your best friends. It could be your family. It could even be members of his family. Who knows? But like, you can find a family for the baby and find support for yourself. That's not him. He doesn't make up for not having a dad, I guess, but
also there's nothing to say that in 6 months or a year, some other guy doesn't come along that's going to love you and your baby. And then that's your baby's dad.
But also, don't you think we have to like move away from the idea that you need?
No, I don't think that every baby needs a traditional mother and father. But I'm just saying, if it eases her mind, this isn't the only guy out there. There are other guys that are going to come along. You're not going to be alone forever if you don't want to be.
Right. But it is going to be, it's going to be hard. Mm-hmm. It's going to be tough, especially in the beginning. And if he's not going to be there, she needs to make sure she has a good support system around her to support her and the babies. Because you need that. Like, that's just really hard, no matter what.
Definitely.
Yeah, it's hard with two parents. I can't imagine how difficult it will be with one. Not to say that you can't do it. Of course you can do it. You just have to make sure that you're putting the right supports in place now.
It can be very lonely, too.
Mm-hmm.
But I also could argue Zoe's point that, yeah, maybe he just has cold feet. He's freaking out because, you know, he's losing his
If that's
life.
the case and he comes back after the baby's born and wants to be apart, I would just be very careful.
I would too.
I would let it. I mean, it'd be great if he did want to come back and be a part of the baby's life. That is always better for the child. But I would just take things very slowly because you don't know what's going to happen. I feel like he lost a lot of trust.
Definitely.
Yeah, I'd be very nervous about him breaking the kid's heart.
Yeah.
So just proceed with caution, but know that you can do this.
Okay, our next question comes from a female listener. And she said that she is a single mom, divorced, and has been dating. And it's not been easy. She said the online dating world's not been the best for her. But she's had...
Does she want one of my hats?
Would she like to be a contestant on our game show?
We should have. We need different hats for different situations.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You're right.
I'm single doesn't capture it all.
Yeah. Well, for Zoe, it does. Okay, but back to our
yes,
question.
yes.
So she said that she has a good group of friends she's around, and one of which is some couples that she's friends with that also have kids that are friends with her kids. And they recently went on a camping trip with a few different families. She was the only single person, but they're all really close, really supportive. There's a specific couple that is just so kind to her children, will buy them like extra treats when they're out, or always like very supportive and there for them. And she feels really close to both the husband and the wife, that they've just are like really good people. They're just like real genuine. So they go on a camping trip. After the camping trip, the couple that she was closest with had a movie night at their house. And they went, but had to leave early for her kids had something the next morning. And the next day, the husband called her and said, "Oh, I'm so sorry you had to leave early. I feel so bad that your kids missed out on the movie night. I just really want to make it up to you guys. So I bought a gift card for you to go to the movies and to get snacks for you and your kids. But my wife is like super jealous of our friendship. And so I'd rather her not know about this. So I left the gift card in a envelope on your windshield at your work for you."
Oh, I don't like this.
And she is not sure how to handle this situation. She says that she feels gross. She feels like really silly for trusting these people and feeling like they were good friends and good people. Not both of them, the man, obviously. And that she, doesn't know if she should mention anything to the wife. She definitely does not want to use the gift card. She wants to tell him that that's inappropriate and makes her uncomfortable, wants to give it back. But how does she go about that? Does she tell the wife? Does she just tell him? How does she give the gift card back to him? And now she says she's just really sad because this was someone she felt comfortable being around where their kids could also hang out and that they were supportive. And it just makes her put her guards up even more because there was already so many situations with men where she felt like she couldn't trust them. And this is just one more man that she thought was a good person who turns out that he just wants to sleep with her.
Okay, but can I play devil's advocate and just say that he is clueless and actually is like, oh, I feel bad. I want to do something for her. But because my wife is kind of like about it, I'm just going to do this myself.
I think as soon as he admitted that he knows his wife is jealous of their friendship, it makes him aware that it's inappropriate.
It takes it to, it's something he's doing behind his wife's
Yes.
back, which
And
makes it bad.
Even if he is totally innocent and just genuinely wants to give this person a gift card, which first of all, that's weird.
That is weird.
But say that it's he really just wants to be giving. The second his wife said that makes me uncomfortable, that should be the end of the story. He should not then be going behind, first of all, going behind her back to give it to her, but then also telling the other person, don't tell my wife.
Yeah, he clearly has issues with boundaries, if nothing else.
Yeah.
Like, even if this is innocent and he's not looking to cheat, there's still a boundaries issue. He doesn't respect his wife's boundaries.
And how is the person supposed to then like use that gift card and then hang out with that couple knowing like, oh, your husband gave me this gift in secret?
I
That's
do,
weird.
though, if they are very close friends, I do think the friendship is salvageable. I think she just has to be aggressive and make sure he is aware of her boundaries immediately. Give the gift card back and just say, hey, like, I feel like this is inappropriate. If your wife is not comfortable with it, I don't want any part of that.
And I don't want to be in on something
Yeah.
against your wife's,
And also, my kids are okay. Like, we don't need a gift card. To the
See how
movies.
he reacts to that,
Yeah.
having and just saying that's my boundary. Here's your gift card. I don't want any part of this.
Right. I'm good friends with you and your wife. I would never want to do anything that's.
I don't want to go behind her back.
Yeah. That's kind of
Maybe
what I
it's
would.
true. And then see his response.
And see what his
Yeah.
response
And
is.
then maybe they
How
can just-
long has she known this couple?
Yeah, who did she know first as well?
I don't know. She didn't. It was a lot of details on the question, but not all the
Yeah.
details.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I think I would just confront it head on. That way, the friendship could still be salvageable if they are, like, if she is comfortable with them. I think it is worth trying.
Yeah, because it's almost like he's fishing a little bit. Like, he's putting
That's
it out
what I
there. He's
think.
like dangling
Yes.
the bait to see how receptive she is to it.
100%.
Yeah.
He's putting out his feelers and
To
trying
see
to
how
see
she
if she bites.
Exactly.
And then like, oh, she liked that. Okay.
Yep.
Well, next time I'll do this or see if she wants to hang out the two of us or
Yeah.
My wife's upset. Do you want to meet me somewhere? Just the two of us. You know, she doesn't understand our friendship.
Yeah.
And it just
100%.
quickly escalates into something. And even if it is like you're not cheating with this man, but you continue the friendship behind the wife's back, it still makes you look bad and you're complicit
Yeah.
if the wife finds out.
Right. I would just boldly make him know that your loyalty lies to the wife. Like, I would not do anything that your wife is not comfortable with. Yeah.
Right. I wouldn't want
And
someone
if our
doing,
friendship is making your wife uncomfortable, then we need to evaluate that as well.
Exactly.
Because I don't feel like we're doing anything inappropriate.
Right. And you could offer to talk to the wife and
Well, it
just say,
makes
like,
me-
if she's uncomfortable, let's talk about it.
yeah. And it makes me wonder if the wife is uncomfortable with the friendship. What does he do? Like, what is he saying at home to his
Right.
wife to make her uncomfortable? Like, is he
Right.
constantly talking about this other girl or
Yeah.
I think
Showing her
that's-
pictures, like, oh, you know, I don't know. Who knows what he's, I'm sure talking her up.
Yeah. It's got to be
constantly.
something.
Yeah. It's doing, I mean, the wife knows.
And I'm about to say the wife knows him well enough to know when something's off.
Right. Yeah. That's really weird. It's also weird that the wife wouldn't know, like that he could give a gift card and the wife wouldn't have any kind of awareness that even happened. Like, I don't know. That just
Well, that would be
seems-
so easy.
Yeah,
You
for
think?
sure.
He's at work, leaves on his lunch break, buys a gift card,
Yeah.
drops it off the other person. How would she ever
Yes.
know?
I don't know. But I mean, I just feel like we share accounts. I feel like I'd see something like that and think,
You're
like,
would you?
You're looking.
No, you
I'd
would
say
never.
I'd never check our
Yeah, if
accounts
I
to see what's
saw-
being bought.
well, I mean, if
No.
it were like to a movie theater, you know, I'd
no,
be like, well,
but you're not checking your bank account close enough that if
Also,
James,
you can get like a movie theater gift card
Yeah.
at Target.
that's what I'm saying. If he were sneaky and like went
Yeah.
to Target, then yeah, I wouldn't notice that.
or even I feel like either one of your husbands, could whip out $50 on a gift card to
Obviously, Peter could be
yeah.
sneaky and do it.
That's
for sure,
sneaky Pete.
Just kidding. We haven't given him a hard time recently.
Yeah, but I feel like it would be so easy.
Yeah,
No one's
I
watching their
guess.
bank account that closely,
I guess so.
other than probably Peter.
All right,
Hillary
well,
could not get away with
I
this.
switched sides.
It's true.
I'm not giving him a chance.
Yeah, I don't
really.
like it. I think push back, show him where your boundaries are, and see what he does with it.
Yeah.
And as far as like, that's like she mentioned, having a hard time now, like letting her walls down and trusting other men. That's really hard when you've been burned many times. But you just have to get to know people and believe
Yeah.
that there's still good people out there.
There are
There's
still
shitty
good
people,
people.
but there are lots of good people as well.
Definitely. I agree. And I almost,
All the shitty people are men.
Well, that's true.
I don't think so. There's plenty
But-
of
Yeah.
women that are not good people.
Yeah,
I mean,
definitely.
it's equal, I think. I think men are more.
Not, I would say equal. That's a stretch.
Okay, it's not equal. Men are driven by different like urges that make them these evil creatures sometimes. I don't know. Maybe cast like a wider net. Maybe there's a different group of people. Like maybe take a break from the online dating pool and see. I don't know, like where else you would meet people these days, though. I don't know.
I mean, I think it's hard.
Yeah,
and
I
it just
think
takes
hard.
time. Like don't rush to drop your boundaries because
Right.
but
Yeah.
time takes time.
But good job being vigilant and not
yeah.
taking this guy's gift card and
Agreed. Yeah.
going
and getting
behind the
yourself
wife's
in
back. And
in a really uncomfortable situation. But yeah, I think and you know what? Like the fact that this raised red flags in you shows that you have good instincts and you can trust your instincts.
Yeah.
Very
so
true.
I think that
Trust
don't
your
worry.
gut.
Yeah, don't worry about being taken advantage of. I think your instincts are right, and you will know when people are trying to take advantage of you in the future.
that's true.
So I
Very
don't think
good point.
I don't think that's something to worry about. I think you can trust yourself.
Definitely. Anyone got one more for us?
I've got one.
All right, lay it on us.
Okay, so this person says that it's two females.
Okay.
Oops, sorry, excuse me. Okay, so two females, and one is writing in saying that she picked up her girlfriend's phone and saw that Tinder was open, but it wasn't her profile, it was mine. So the person writing in. So she was immediately suspicious because she saw Tinder, but she dug into it and essentially found out that her girlfriend is catfishing as her. So the girlfriend is using her pictures.
This is so two girls.
Two girls.
Correct? Okay.
Yes. And
Wait, and when we say girlfriend, is it romantic or?
yes. They're in
Okay.
they're in a relationship.
okay.
Okay, it's not just two friends.
Right, not two friends, two committed partners, two girlfriends.
That's really weird.
exactly. So they were just in bed. She got up, grabbed her phone to look at something, saw that Tinder was open. It wasn't her profile. It was actually the girlfriend using her photos and catfish. And there were messages from men and women coming in, but she's catfishing as her girlfriend.
She needs to break up with her, and that person needs help.
Yeah. She hasn't confronted it yet.
She needs.
What? She's living with a psychopath?
That's wild. How could you not confront it?
Immediately. What is this?
I know. She said she was so heartbroken.
Heartbroken. I mean,
Well,
I
yeah,
guess.
you would be heartbroken,
Yeah.
but I think my rage would
Right,
be
that's
my
what I think.
first reaction.
Yeah, I feel like I would be more mad.
I would be
than
terrified.
sad.
I have a somewhat similar story.
No.
Peter did this?
Oh my God, that's just like
Peter was catfishing as me. No, I had a serious relationship prior to Peter, and we went on a beach trip together, took a photo, and we got home, and he was like, "This is such a good photo of this. Send it to me." And we were like on my computer. This is before smartphones, and I sent him the photo, and he had it as his backdrop as his computer, like in his bedroom, and. Very long story short, come to find out he was dating online and was using that photo of him, but he had my face like
What a
colored
bag.
out. So it was the two of us on his profile, but my face was like colored out.
You couldn't even like cut it.
right, like crop you out.
Yeah,
No
I mean this
basic
was
editing
like
skills.
over 20 years ago. Is it that
It
long?
was easier to use paint
No,
back
I mean okay, it was
then.
probably less than 20 years. It was probably like 18 years ago or something. But he.
Just scratched you out.
So deep.
Yes, and was using that photo, and he was meeting women with that way. And
That's really bad.
there were a lot of things that led to me finding that, but I will tell you, rage was my reaction.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, that's the
blame
thing. I
you.
feel like I would be
No,
more
that's-
mad than like heartbroken. I feel like I would have just gotten up, packed a bag, and been like, "You're a psychopath." Goodbye.
Oh
Yeah.
absolutely.
I mean, and it is hard. I mean, obviously, you're in a serious relationship. The heartbreak is going to hit, and it's very sad. But like, that's terrible.
It sounded from the email like her girlfriend was getting ready and had to quickly leave, so she grabbed her phone, kissed her, was like goodbye, and then I guess wrote the email to us.
I think there's no other option than it's just a hard bye. Gotta go.
I mean, you at least have to. God, I wish I hope you got screenshots or photos, because I feel like it's going to be so easy to delete this app and delete your proof. But you saw what you saw, and you saw messages from men and women, so it's clear that she's out there looking for some kind of companionship.
But
If you didn't already, you got to screenshot all of that and send it to yourself immediately. You
Yeah.
got to have that,
Try
and
to
then
get in
go into
again.
the text messages and delete them so she doesn't
Yeah.
see that she sent them. to you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I would ask questions that you already know the answers to, and then have your proof and just say, like, first see if she's going to lie to you. and then you've got your evidence. Like, bam.
I don't even think she needs it.
I don't either,
This
yeah.
person needs
Yeah,
some
she knows
help
what she saw. She doesn't need
to,
proof. Just
like
get,
what?
No, she doesn't need it, but it's good to have.
yeah, but I just
Yeah,
it's
get rid
it's
of her.
just yeah, it's just a goodbye.
All right, there's
there-
one shitty woman we can add to the.
Yeah, right.
Is there any coming back from this?
No.
Like, let's
No.
You don't think so?
Hard no.
I'm trying to think. Is there any argument where this could be?
No, because it's also
salvaged?
If
like
she goes to therapy for years,
yeah,
maybe they can meet up again.
because it's also like
They're also 20
regard-
and 23, so it's like you're so
No,
young.
yeah, this
you
is-
don't need to
no.
put up with this. You're not even married.
no, just
No, that
Be
girl's
done.
got some serious stuff to figure out.
yeah, and it's
agree.
just not worth it. It's not worth the time fixing.
Right.
Pull the plug, get out while you can.
And after she breaks up with the girlfriend, she needs to watch the documentary on Manti Te'o, the football player who was catfished.
Oh, I never watched that.
It's so good.
Yeah, it is
so that's my recommendation. Get
It's
rid of
on
the
Netflix.
girlfriend, turn on Netflix.
Maybe buy some ice cream.
It's called Untold, and it's one of the episodes. It's one of the Untold, the girlfriend who didn't exist. So good.
Yeah, it was good.
But what is the plan here? I mean, you're catfishing as your girlfriend. You obviously can't meet these
Right.
people because
That's
you look
exactly.
different.
That's why she needs help. That
Yeah.
this
This
isn't
doesn't make
all
sense.
being
And sometimes
processed by
people
her.
get off on like the idea of cheating
Yeah.
or like chatting with people.
Yeah,
and
like emotional
it will
affairs
eventually
or
move
something.
on
It's like
to
the
other
thrill of it,
things.
yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
so bizarre.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Well, good luck. I think
good luck and goodbye.
too much deception there.
Yeah, and
To
just
stay.
just bye. Just get out.
You can do better.
Yeah,
A lot better.
yeah.
All right.
All right. Well, thanks for the questions this week, guys.
Y'all, guys, we're heading into the holidays where you're going to have so many awkward encounters.
Yes, tell
Please share all of them with us.
Yeah, we're like a week out from Thanksgiving, so we want to hear all about the dramas that happened at your Thanksgiving dinners, the fights that family members had.
I was very confused by that
Yeah.
statement.
no.
Like,
I
Thanksgiving's
think a week
passed.
out means
Yeah, the
it's a week
opposite.
before.
We're a week past Thanksgiving, so we want to hear all of the family dramas that happened around the table.
And
you
slide into our Instagram DMs if you want to apply to date Zoe.
Yes.
Zoe's
No,
looking
no,
out.
no. Don't do that because she checks that pretty frequently.
No, I don't.
But you would get the
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'm
notification.
not on her
Email
Instagram.
us.
You get the notification.
Email us. She does
Email
not.
us.
She does not check our email
Yeah.
account.
Yeah, email
Sisters
us.
Not Saints podcast at gmail.com.
Make the subject date Zoe.
Send us your anonymous questions and stories and thoughts over at sistersnotsaints.com. Follow us on Instagram at Sisters Not Saints Podcast. Same on TikTok. And be sure to leave us a review. Tell us how much you adore us on Apple Podcast or wherever you can. Rate us on Spotify.
Or all those people who are listening on those very weird niche podcast apps, leave us reviews there too.
Do you say niche or niche?
I say
niche.
Niche is the proper pronunciation.
Nobody says
No, I think it's niche.
niche.
I think it's a French word, right?
niche.
All right, Zoe,
Bonjour.
fact check us.
I think niche is like the southern way people say it.
fact check
Niche.
us.
That's real
That's
niche.
a real
That's
niche.
real niche.
Oh, yeah, she went down one of those niche rabbit holes.
Okay.
Here we go.
Itch.
Okay, well that's itch.
that robot's a bitch. It's not niche.
Wrong.
Did you find like a Tennessee?
Everyone would stop talking.
If everyone could stop talking, you would hear that Zoe's right.
Itch.
Niche.
What's your source?
Dictionary Oxford?
Find another one.
Find the one that says niche.
And where's the phonetic? Where are the markings phonetically?
Oh, this one says niche.
Yeah.
That's the right one.
That's correct.
Fancy
That's
that.
the right
What's
one.
that one?
Hold on.
Niche.com.
Okay, there's two. Niche or niche?
Niche.
Niche.
If you listen to any of those real niche podcasts, leave us a review. We love words of affirmation.
That's our niche.
That's our little Zoe boarded race to Tennessee.
Niche
She's the niche bitch.
is typically pronounced niche in the U.S. The word niche is more likely to be pronounced niche in UK.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's only the southern U.S. is saying niche.
Yeah.
No, niche is the right way.
You just
I-
read that it's not necessary.
I say niche because I think that sounds better. Niche is how you really say
I've
it.
never heard someone say niche.
I've never heard it, and I've lived in several states.
And also, this is a lot of like pushback from someone who now says niche.
That's what Zoe does, though.
I always say it wrong, though. I feel stupid when I say it because I always say niche.
Yeah.
But it's niche.
No, it's niche. We were just...
Okay, hold on. Merriam-Webster. There's a article about the debate about how to pronounce it.
Mm-hmm.
It's niche, not niche. That's the name of the article. Stop pronouncing niche wrong. It's niche, not niche. Niche.
We're gonna have to put a poll up on Instagram.
Yeah.
I want to hear from the
Sister's
people.
Not saying says it's niche.
Except
And
for Zoe, who
we're
I think
willing
may
to wage
say
war
niche.
with the Webster dictionary.
Convince us we're wrong.
I would rather sound like I'm from the UK than the US anyway.
I mean, especially if I have to say niche. All right, if y'all are listening to us on any of them niche podcast apps, just leave us a review.
It reminds me of those lice eggs knits.
Yeah, niche.
gross.
I got a niche.
Niche.
Got a niche.
Got a
for my
niche.
knits.
Got a niche itch.
That bitch gave me a niche itch.
From my knits.
when I fell in the ditch.
Have myself a fit. All right, guys, it's been fun. Please let us know. Niche. How do you say it? See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.